Have you ever wondered why you could be sitting down watching a sitcom and it feels like you're in a therapy session? Well, that's what The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was for me. It wasn't just a show. It was funny, yeah, but it was real. And one scene in particular, Carlton avoiding the hospital when Uncle Phil had a heart attack. Look, that wasn't just avoidance, that was a masterclass in subtext. Let me break it down for y'all. So a quick recap. Uncle Phil has a heart attack and the whole family is blaming themselves for stressing him out and for his bad diet. But the real gut punch is that Carlton is nowhere to be found. And when Will finally tracks him down, Carlton is cleaning like he's on extreme clean makeover. And when Will calls him out, Carlton breaks. I just don't want to see my father with tubes up his nose, okay? And man, that line hits deep, and it's deeper than it seemed. On the surface, Carlton, he's avoiding the hospital, right? But beneath that is fear and denial. That helpless feeling that we all get when the people that we love are hurt. And this type of avoidance is simply a defense mechanism. Look, Carlton wasn't cleaning the house because it needed to be clean. He was cleaning because he needed it. Staying busy let him avoid the unbearable thought of him losing Uncle Phil, his own father. And let's be real, we've all done it. Look, I know I have. Look, there were times I buried myself in work and nostalgia and other things just so I could dodge the hard stuff. Because if we're real, facing reality, man, that stuff is scary. For me, nostalgia is comforting. It's like a time machine to when things felt more simple. But eventually, you simply got to come back to reality. And that's what the homie Will was trying to tell Carlton. Like, yo, you don't know how lucky you are to have your father. I don't know what my father is. That's basically what Will told him. See, Will didn't have a father that he could run to. And of course, Carlton had Uncle Phil. But loving someone means facing the tough stuff, even when it hurts. And that's why this scene is so powerful, y'all. It's not simply about Carlton avoiding some hospital. It's about how we all can avoid our fears. And sometimes we simply need a Will in our life. Someone who calls us out, brings us back to reality, and reminds us what matters. So ask yourself, what's something that you've been avoiding? Maybe it's a hard conversation, a tough decision, or even just facing your own feelings. And hey, ain't no shame in that. We're all human. But the first step, recognizing it. And if a 90s sitcom like The Fresh Prince can teach us that, then maybe Uncle Phil wasn't just some TV dad. In some ways, he's like a life coach. Look, y'all know me by now. I am the nostalgia king, and I truly hope that this hit home for you because the stories that we all grew up with, they still have more to teach us. So stay real and stay nostalgic. And please, please face the hard stuff, people. You're much stronger than you think. In the future, there will be more heartfelt breakdowns of the shows that we all love. So let's keep this conversation going. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's a TV moment that had you all in your feelings? Peace.